Yes, please.
Right.
Sounds beautiful.
Is that you, Skip?
Oh,
Oh.
shh. I'm in disguise again.
Is that you, sir?
Skate's dead. He's been murdered.
Yeah, I'm really sad
We're
about
really
that.
sad about that. Skate's dead.
Oh no, that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's an awful thing.
Rest in peace, Skate. Yeah.
Yes, I suppose. All right. Well, we'll go to the quiet spot if you like. It'll give us better chance without being disturbed by anyone.
Okay, I will follow.
Good idea.
Right up the hill.
It's nice to see you both.
Oh, it's a pleasure to see you
Pleasure
as well.
always to see whoever you are.
Whoever you are, sir, it's nice to meet you and see you again. How have things been?
Well, for me, Cladwin, things have been okay. I've been, sleeping on the streets, and I got married.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Wait, no, sorry, Skit got married. I get things mixed up. Skit got married to Boot here.
Yeah, I got married, but then my husband died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
But not in a way that would annul the marriage. They're still married, of course.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Until spirits depart. It's not death.
Yeah.
It's not until death do us part. No.
That's why I live in the cemetery.
When death comes, you don't
Well,
have to
have you
part.
seen some of the nice homes in there?
Yeah, there's a lot of space. I actually met this fellow last night named Krusty, and I think he might be moving in with me and Skit's ghost. Yeah, ghost.
Oh, a ghost. Yes, I find the cemetery to be nice and comforting. It's actually quiet in there, except for the occasional voices that come and go. You know how that is, but it seems pretty quiet in there for the most part. It's not as complicated as the streets.
Yeah, the streets can be very busy.
Yes. You have all the horses out here, too. There's not so many horses inside the cemetery. It's nice.
Did you know at night there's people on top of the roofs watching us?
Yes.
Oh, that's kind of freaky.
I've seen people all over this town. They hide on the rooftops. They get on the little balconies, and I've seen people lay down and ride on the top of the tram laying down, and you can hardly even see them in there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, all kinds of things. I hate horses.
Have you ever seen a 6-foot woman be thrown over a 12-foot gate?
Oh my, a 6-foot woman?
Yes, she was made of sturdy stuff, that's good, but the horse stopped short and decided she needed to continue traveling without the horse. It is a possibility, I guess, that can happen to people. It wasn't a lot of fun, but I'm fine. I made it all right.
That's wild.
Yes. Have you ever gone over a gate without the horse?
No.
Oh. Well, you can make it. You just have to be focused. Make sure you're focused on where you're going, how you're landing. We're going to take a left through the gate here. This is where I live.
Oh, you have a beautiful home.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's what we have. We got a lot of family, so we make...
There you go, sir.
Oh, thank you. It is a lovely home.
Oh, yeah. Our nieces and nephews are staying with us at the moment.
Oh, it doesn't matter at all. It's nice and quiet back here is why I like it. I'll just have a seat here. Everyone can sit wherever they like. Strange sir, you may sit beside me.
Oh.
Oh, now careful now.
Oh.
I think she's taken Cledwin.
Is this too familiar?
There we are.
I'll scoot
fine.
over. I'll
No.
scoot over. It's okay.
It's fine. All right. Have you ever had a reading before?
No, this would be my first time, actually.
Give me just one moment.
By the way, I'm Eustace, Dustinbagg.
Oh, nice to meet you. Are you two married?
Been married over 40 years. Can you believe that?
Oh, you must have found true love.
Yes. We met each other in Blackwater. She was wearing one of those nice long dresses that has the coins sewed in the hem of it. It's supposed to keep the wind from blowing up the skirt and all that stuff. So one of the coins fell out, and I saw it run toward the gutter, and I grabbed it for her.
Well, some years ago, you could be arrested if you showed your ankle in public. Some people had some people had the wind get under their skirts. The skirts were a lot larger back then. The wind could get under there and lift it up, and your ankles would show, and you could get arrested. Somebody would think you were
wow.
being inappropriate.
So he basically saved you from prison.
Yes. Well, back then you had to take a little extra fabric, and you took a needle and thread, and you made little pockets around the hem of the skirt, and then you could slip little coins in there, and it would hold the skirt down if the wind blew too strongly. It couldn't lift all those little coins, so your skirt would stay down.
Oh, fascinating.
Yes, but they could drag the ground, and if you drag those little pockets on the ground too much, the coin could get out and run into the gutter for you. That's what
where you
happened.
came in.
That's right.
Did you got the coin, right?
Yeah, we got it before it went into the gutter.
How did you meet your former husband?
Oh, I was walking to the bank and there's this man with a turtle shell.
Yes.
And
He sounds amazing.
Yeah, he was pretty amazing, and I went up to him and started talking to him, and I admired his turtle shell. It was very nice. And he said he really liked my last name and he wanted it. So we should get married.
Oh,
And then we got married.
what is your last name? If you don't mind sharing it.
Oh, my last name is Scootin.
Scootin. So this man's name would have been Skit Scootin. I like that. I like that. That has alliteration to it. That's nice.
Yeah. Boot and Skit Scootin.
I like that. Could have took his name, I guess.
I don't even remember what his last name was.
I think his last name was Guts.
Oh, you could have been Boot Guts. That has a ring to it.
Boot Guts. It does.
It's like if you stepped on a bug, all you see is the guts.
Oh, yeah.
On the boot. All right, if you've never had a reading before, we can start.
Okay.
Do you have a question in your mind that you would like an answer to? You don't have to say the question.
Oh, yes. How do I turn my bad luck into good luck? Maybe.
All right. Do you think
What does my future look like?
We can ask it about your luck in general. We're just going to ask it about your luck and let's see what it has to tell us. And then if we need to ask additional questions about changing it or figuring it out, let's find out where it sits first. How about that?
Oh, thank you so very much.
And would you like to do a past, a present, and a future with your luck? You would know how your luck went in the past and how your luck's currently going, and then we could take a look at the future for your luck if you like. It depends.
That sounds wonderful, actually.
All right. I'm going to pull some little cards out here. They have some images of fairies on them, and I'm going to shuffle them for you.
Okay.
By shuffling the cards, I help clear the energy on them. Sometimes energy can stay on there from the past readings. All right, the way the next step works is I'm going to fan the cards out for you, and I'm going to run my finger along the cards. You have to give me a chance. But then after I run my finger along the cards, you're going to tell me which one you like the energy of. I'll tell you when we get started here.
Yes, ma'am.
Right, I'm going to run my finger along them, and you're going to tell me when to stop. And we're going to draw that card for you and see where your luck stood in the past.
Okay.
Anytime you want to stop.
And stop.
Got that card for you. All right, now we're going to run my finger along them, and you're going to tell me when to stop again if you see one you like the energy of. We're going to do one now for your present situation with your luck.
And stop.
Now we're going to do one for your future, same as before. I'm running my finger.
And stop.
You've got your initial cards drawn. Let's take a look and see what we have here. For your past, you have drawn the card of Flights of Fancy. This is a joyful card, one of endearing trips and moments spent with someone you care about. It's time to take a chance and break out from your daily mold and allow your imagination to fly free.
Oh.
Trust in yourself and be open to new possibilities. Flights of Fancy, like daydreams, can give us the input we need to climb higher. Now you'll notice it's not speaking directly to exactly to your luck at the moment, but we're just working on setting out a map here for your life. But this is a joyful card that we've drawn for your past. Endearing trips, moments spent with someone you care about. Was there someone that you cared about in the past? It could be very recently.
My family, yeah.
All
That
right.
actually sounds correct.
All right, I can tell you what is on the card if you like. Sometimes that does help.
Oh, yeah.
A fairy gives a baby the ride of their life. High above the trees, they are gliding. They enjoy each other's company. The fairy holds tight to the baby's legs, securing the child on her back lest they fall.
Wow, I think you're really good at this.
That's speaking very much of children, and you said you thought it might have something to do with your family.
Yeah, my parents before Saint Denis.
Yes?
And yeah, we kind of seem to have I think they abandoned me. But we used to take trips and, go to different places before Saint Denis.
The fairy could be the difference between leaving your family and making your way out on your own, possibly.
Yeah, that's kind of what's happening now. And, it's crazy that you're talking about flying over trees.
Yes?
just seems all so familiar.
Oh, I see. Now, we can draw another card for that if you want to explore anything anymore with the past. Or we can
Uh,
move forward to your present card.
Maybe we should move forward a little bit.
Right, let's see what your present card is. Very unusual indeed. Your present card is Take Flight. So it's having relation with another flight card here, it looks like. Let's see what we have on here. Be your own navigator through the rough times. Trust the path that you have set yourself out on. You know that you can get past this storm. Let the cards guide you through the hardships that you endure. I don't know if you've approached a storm in your life or not, but the cards seem to indicate that you may have. This could be emotional. This could be financial. This could be just a general feeling.
Yeah, like ever since I've been here, it just seems very like different, you know, and it's been hard adjusting to everyone's way of being.
Sort of new place, new things.
Yeah.
It's telling you that you should chart your own course, basically. You should trust the path that you've set yourself out on. It says that you know you can get past this storm. Whatever it is that you feel internally may be holding you back or maybe giving you a rough trip, so to speak. That thing, whatever it may be in your mind, it says that you can get past it.
So I will be okay?
Yes. I can speak to what's on the card as well.
I definitely like to hear the card, yes.
A coven of witches takes flight in stormy weather. Wispy cats dart in and around upon their brooms. The more seasoned witches are navigating the turbulent winds with caution. The younger witches are taking delight in the adventure. One witch does not seem to be as sure-footed as his friends because he holds on to the broom with trepidation. Not sure if this is speaking directly about a group of friends or if it's speaking to something else that may make sense to you on the inside, but does the card seem to make sense to you?
I think so. I think that I I just want to take that you said I was going to be okay and I should be okay. And maybe I should
Yes?
really start not worrying about what just happened to me and trying to figure out my place here, right?
It's trying to say that it thinks that you're on a good path as far as things are going, but it's telling you to be your own navigator through the rough times. So you're having a rough time, I assume, right now.
I am, yeah.
It's also telling you to trust the path that you had originally set out on. I'm assuming there's a path that you had originally in mind for yourself, and you're not quite on that path right now.
No, not at all.
All right. Another thing we can also do is draw another card for clarification on this as you've asked a secondary question. Sometimes that's how the card readings work. You draw a card and it's like a story. We're going to let the chapters unfold as they want to. But sometimes we need to turn the page in a way. So we can draw another card if you had a further question on this. You said, were things going to be okay? But we can ask the cards to give us a little guidance on something, or we can ask the cards for their opinion on how things are headed or how we think things might end up. It's up to you if you want to ask anything.
You said that I could chart my own path.
Yes?
Could I maybe ask the cards if it's possible for me to find out how to get back home?
All right. Let's draw another card for you. Give me just one moment. Did we want to take a look at the future card first, and then we could come back, or we can hold on to it for now?
Oh, wait, yeah, let's do the future card. I forgot about that one.
Alright, let's see what we have. For your future card, you've drawn the card of enticement. It says if you've received this card, you're being encouraged to leave behind the familiar. Move on to the world of something more. What is drawing you to a new place? You need to embrace the change, and you need to embrace the chance to do something new with your life. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
To just embrace everything that's happened and
It's saying that you had something that was familiar to you in the past, or something that's familiar to you. Because this is a card of the future, it could be something familiar to you now. But it is saying that if you are having thoughts in your mind of leaving behind something that was familiar, you talked of a family, of a place that you came from, possibly trying to get back there.
yeah, so the cards want me to.
The card for your future is telling you if you've received this card, you're being encouraged to leave behind the familiar. You're being encouraged to move on to the world of something more. Sometimes we get bogged down in what is familiar and what we're used to, and we think that it's kind of like putting your fingers in a glove. You kind of think that that's all there is, but someday the time comes and you remove the glove. Suddenly the fingers are free to explore a little bit more of the world that's out there.
I think I know exactly what it's talking about.
Ah. This is coming in the future. It's not saying that you have to do all this right now, but it's saying that there is an option for it for the future. I think the reason it's bringing it up is perhaps you're thinking internally about returning to something familiar, but only
Yeah.
you would know that for sure. If you are thinking that, the cards are saying that there is another option. They're not telling you to go that way, but they're telling you to remember that that option lies out there ahead of you.
Oh, thank you. I think this actually makes a lot of sense.
Also, I can tell you what's on here.
Yes, please.
A young man wearing a brimmed hat leans out towards someone crouched against a tree. The other person appears fearful and shies away from him. Two fairy maidens are holding the young man's arms, attempting to sway him over to their desires. There is a subtle seduction at play here. Now, this is for the future. So there's going to be an enticement of sorts in your future. Something enticing you over to its side, while in front of you also lies another option, another destiny, perhaps.
Uh-huh.
We can draw another card for clarification of any of these cards. If you want to clarify the present still, we can. If you want to clarify the future, we can.
Maybe the present, if we can clarify that.
You had asked in the present if there was a way that, something about your destiny, about trying to return to home.
Yes, is it a possibility?
All
But
right.
now that I saw the future card, I know that there is always another option.
I think the future is telling you it's a possibility, but the future is saying that there's something else that's going to be drawing you towards it that is not that destination.
You know, I think I understand. I don't think I need another card. I think I actually understand this.
All right. That's how it works sometimes. We don't need a whole lot of extra. That's why I wanted to pull that future card first. Sometimes it helps to peek around the corner, so to speak, before we step out there.
You're very wise.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That comes with age, I guess. You'll get there in time. Someday, if you're lucky, you get old. It's not so bad. People have tried to think that it's bad, but when you're there yourself, it's not that bad anymore.
Yeah, I've met a lot of older people here, and they seem all very nice and wise. They kind of understand the world a little bit more. My friend Jeff, he got me a job, and he's been so nice to me and taught me a couple things.
That's very kind. Having a job is important. Where do you work at,
I
if you
work out
don't
of
mind?
Doyle's, the tavern.
Doyle's. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice place.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I'm also starting my own kind of business thing. Me and Obi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're
Did
gonna
you
help people.
did you have any questions regarding anything, any other layers of your life at the moment?
Um, well, Skit, do you have any questions? Maybe this would be a great moment to ask.
Sir, who we have
Oh,
barely
yeah.
met, did you have any questions at all that you might
Oh,
like to explore?
about boat?
Well, just questions of life in general, but we could also do just a general reading for you if you didn't have a question in particular. But some people have a pressing question. I found when people seek out someone that deals with the cards, sometimes they have a question that's gnawing on the inside of them. They want to get that question out of them. But
Well, I I guess selfishly, I would just ask, you know, what's on the cards for our marriage? In its first year. We're newlywed and we've just moved in together, and it's a big step. I mean, poor Boot here has been affected with a syndrome of bad luck. I mean, there's a lot of challenges ahead of us, and what would the cards say about our marriage?
I'm going to shuffle these cards and we'll clear them for you, and then we'll take a look at what we have.
Be gentle, speak cards, be gentle.
If you start hearing opera singer, our neighbors sometimes sings around this hour, so don't be alarmed.
As the sun sets, you'll hear a wailing sound coming from the home next door, but no one's injured. It's actually
Oh,
singing.
oh,
Oh, beautiful.
All right. I'm going to fan the cards out here. Now, I can run my finger along them and we can draw one card that's sort of a decisive card. But
yeah.
I can also run my finger along them and we could draw. Let's just draw the one, and then we'll see if there's any additional questions.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Sometimes you're not given a direct answer. Sometimes you're given a card that inspires a further question, but we'll see how it goes. Let's take a look. I'm going to run my finger along the cards just now, and you let me know when to stop, which one that looks good to you.
That one.
No.
Drawing the card of rejection.
Uh,
It says rejection is a part of life, and there are so many options in the world. You can't say yes to everything. Now, I want you to realize this is not a direct reflection of your marriage at all, but I want you to listen to what the card has to tell you. Rejection is part of life, and there are so many options in the world you can't say yes to all of them. Learning to distinguish what you want from the chatter of what you do not want is a meaningful skill to learn. This card reminds you to cultivate your resources. Say no to the things that you don't have time for or things that you no longer need. So, it could be surmised that there is perhaps something happening in your life that is outside of your marriage.
What?
Something that you
Another
need.
man? Did the
No.
card say another man?
No, but I think there is
Oh.
something pressing on your heart, perhaps, that is stopping you from giving your all to the marriage, it could be. And it's telling you to reject that thing which is now just chatter in the background of your life and don't place so much focus on it. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but we could always draw another card for a little bit of clarification on the subject. But this is not a rejection of your marriage at all.
But perhaps there's something that weighs on the heart that speaks to us secretly in the dark and at night that maybe
There,
we should not be listening to.
there could be. It is telling you directly to, we'll read it one more time. Rejection is part of life. There's so many options in the world. You can't say yes to everything. Learning to distinguish what you want from the chatter of what you don't want is a meaningful skill to learn. This reminds you to cultivate your resources and say no to the things that you do not have the time for or you no longer actually need.
Oh, I think I understand. I think I understand.
I can also tell you what's on the card.
Please, yes.
A man wearing a top hat passes along his morning walk. The fairies creep out from their hiding places. They are whispering memories to him. He holds up a hand. No more, he seems to say. He does not have the time or the desire to bear their stories or their songs anymore. He has grown up now. He is beyond their reach now.
Oh,
Oh, very interesting.
So I think this is a card of growth for you. I think it's letting you know that you've grown beyond something that weighs on your inside.
Huh. Thank you, Avani and Eustace, for that.
Yes, thank
You're
you so
very
much.
welcome.
May I happen to get your telegram?
Yes. My telegram is LKH, like kind heart. 40554. That's LKH 40554.
Thank you so much. I
you're
really
very
appreciate your
welcome.
time. I know y'all were on a walk, so thank you for letting us come here to your home.
Nice, thank you.
We were just heading to the telegrams ourselves.
Oh, perfect. Did y'all want to head back then, and we can check our telegrams?
Sure, that's
Non-skip.
fine.
Thank you again.
Sounds good.
Very welcome. I do hope I've been helpful to both of you.
There's a lot to think about in that, I think.
All right. Well, I'm always
Yeah.
here if you had any additional questions at all.
Thank
or if something were to come up in the future. You said that you were living on the street, you said?
Well,
Oh.
yes. I have been. Well, now I'm with Boo in the cemetery. Oh, there's that wailing.
Yes, you can hear it next door now. Are you able to hear it, Boot? Yes.
Quite talented neighbors you have.
Well, it sounds like you're our neighbors as well.
Oh, we are. Yeah, we live right over there.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is a neighbor of yours as well. I'm not sure if it's one of those modern day things where they can play one of those little discs that makes all the sounds.
Oh.